Let me ask you something. Next time you're in the kitchen, take a look at your measuring cups. Just an ordinary little stack of metal or plastic, right? Stick with me today because there's a woman behind those cups that almost nobody talks about. And by the end of this video, you'll never grab a measuring cup the same way again. It's August 23rd, 1896, in Boston, Massachusetts, and a woman named Fannie Farmer is about to publish a cookbook that nobody, not even her own publisher, believed would sell. Now, here's where her story really begins, and it's not in a kitchen at all. When Fannie was just 16 years old, she suffered a stroke that left her unable to walk. For years, she was homebound, recovering, wondering what her life was even going to look like. And in that quiet, difficult stretch of time, she found something to hold on to. She started cooking. She got so good at it that her family's home turned into a boarding house, known around town for its genuinely excellent meals. Slowly, she got her strength back, walking with a slight limp for the rest of her life. But that limp never slowed her down. At 30 years old, an age when most people back then had already settled into their path, Fannie enrolled in the Boston Cooking School. She didn't just attend, friend, she excelled. Within a few years, she became the school's director. And that's when she noticed something that had been bothering cooks for generations. Recipes back then were, honestly, a bit of a guessing game. A pinch of this, butter the size of an egg, flour, enough. Cook it until it looks right. If you were an experienced cook, maybe you could pull it off. But if you were just starting out, you were basically flying blind every single time. So Fannie decided to fix that. She insisted every single measurement in her cookbook be exact and level. Not heaping, not eyeballed, level. She became so associated with this idea that people started calling her the mother of level measurements. It sounds like such a small thing, doesn't it? But it was genuinely revolutionary. For the first time, a home cook in Ohio and a home cook in Georgia could make the exact same dish and get the exact same result. Here's the part that always gets me. When Fannie brought her finished cookbook to her publisher, they doubted it would sell. They thought nobody wanted a book obsessed with precise measurements. So Fannie did something bold. She paid to print the first batch herself, just 3,000 copies. She believed in her idea even when the experts around her didn't. And friend, she was right. That little cookbook everyone doubted went on to sell over 4 million copies in her lifetime alone. 4 million. Think about that for a second. That's roughly the population of a major American city, all cooking from the same trusted recipes, all using the same level cup she insisted on. What I love most about Fannie's story isn't really about cooking at all. It's about a woman who was told, more or less, this won't work, and quietly built something that changed how an entire nation cooked anyway. She turned a difficult season of her life, all those homebound years recovering from that stroke, into the very thing that gave her purpose. She didn't waste that time. She learned from it. And that gets me thinking, how many of us have a season like that in our own story? A hard chapter that, looking back, quietly built the skill or the strength we needed later on. Fannie's level cup is still sitting in kitchens across the country today, over a century later, and most people using it have no idea whose determination put it there. That's really what History Sparks is all about, finding the person behind the everyday things we take for granted. And I'd bet you have moments like Fannie's tucked away in your own life, hard seasons that turned into something meaningful. Here's a simple way to start writing your own story today. Just finish this sentence. The hardest season of my life taught me. That's it. That's your starting line. You don't have to have all the answers. Just start with what you remember. Because someday, the people you love are going to want to know how you turned your hard chapters into strength, what you learned, what kept you going. Those stories are treasures, and you're the only one who can pass them down. That's why I put together a free family story writing guide just for you. It'll help you capture the moments that shaped who you became, the ones your family will treasure for generations. It's completely free, and you'll find the link right below this video. And if today's story gave you a little spark, come back tomorrow, because there's a brand new one waiting for you every single day here on History Sparks. Hit that subscribe button, join our community, and let's keep discovering the human side of history together. I'll see you tomorrow, friend.